are finally waking up to a certain level, and there's a reason why, which I'm going to talk about in a second, where they're starting to see a little bit beyond the veil and start to recognize some of the synchronicities that are occurring right around them. And these synchronicities have been happening for millennia, but up until, really now, as we went through a dark age and come back up now into the light, we're now starting to recognize and realize that we're living in a numerical light matrix. And that's what we're really living in. It's a light matrix based on mathematics. And there's a lot of synchronicities where you see these digits of numbers and you can catch them so randomly, even in different time zones, even on your microwave oven. And these synchronistic numbers expose a little bit of what's going on behind the veil. And then also you have the capability of tapping into some of these synchronicities. When you see them, there should be an attention being paid to where you are, who you are, what you're doing at that moment, and what's going on around you. It's pretty interesting because I'm born on the 4th, September the 4th, and my master number is 44, which is a super powerful number. But when I got my first numerical reading, the gentleman that was reading me, who had never met me before, knew nothing about me, and this was in the mountains in Jamaica. He didn't even have internet, so it couldn't look me up on Instagram or nothing else. But some of the things he told me, I had never told anybody. Just from my numbers based on my name, he got the number 44 out of with this numerical code that the numerologists know how to break down. And he started telling me things about my heart. He said, when you were born, you had a hole in your heart, which is a fact. I have a heart murmur. He knew about my kids and how many kids I had and the type of businesses I've had and how I'm so structured and how I work and how I'm able to multitask and run multiple corporations at the same time. And I've been very successful in how tedious I am. And he just laid it all out. So after that happened, that was years ago, I started paying a lot more attention to the 4s. Now, here's what's interesting. I used to see a lot of 222s and 333s. But once I was brought aware of the number 4, and I had awareness brought to that number, yesterday, for example, like I just said a minute ago, the gas station, 444. I have videos on my Facebook where I would go to, went to Walmart in the middle of the night, random, just to pick up some candles. And they were $4.44. I mean, just crazy stuff like that. So, I mean, every single day, 2 or 3 times a day, I'm seeing 444 somewhere. And it's pretty interesting that once my attention was brought, or my awareness was brought to that number, the synchronicity between me and that number in random places all over the world, it's everywhere and it's almost in everything. And when I see the number, 2 things happen for me. The first thing is I go, I'm still in my flow state, because I truly do believe that the synchronicity of me seeing these numbers represents the state of mind that I'm in. And right now I'm in a super, super flow state. The second thing is I pause and then I evaluate my current situation. And a lot of the times I feel I either remember something that I forgot to do, I see an opportunity to help somebody, or I recognize a situation that if I make a decision either this way or that way, it can be good or